Newcastle in the black and white, just like the photos that captured their last trophy success. Yes, it really has been that long. What an occasion. Dean Ashton alongside me. Which of these two Uniteds do you think will get their hands on the trophy a couple of hours from now?
Well, it's just incredibly hard to call. I mean, what a transformation Eddie Howe has performed with this Newcastle team, and this would be the ultimate validation of that.
Here's Martinez. Newcastle have it now with Joe Linton out towards Saint-Maximin. Frantic stuff so far. Bruno Fernandes. Anthony has it. Weghorst waiting in the centre. Anthony being backed up here by Dalot. Casemiro. Fred is in the middle. This is Weghorst. And still Weghorst. Didn't really get hold of it. Comfortable for Karius.
It was a teasing ball from Casemiro. Fred does well to get something on it, and then he gets a little bit lucky with the ricochet. It's a really poor effort from Weghorst. Simple save for Karius.
Botman. Share. Good ball into Almiron. Trippier really does whip that one in. We know the quality he's got from those sorts of areas. Kieran Trippier. Fabian Schär was in there, and he's come off worse after a collision with Martinez by the looks of it.
I mean, it's brilliantly worked to Almiron and then in towards Trippier, and that is just a delicious delivery, so inviting.
Trippier gathered beautifully. Almiron up ahead of him. Trippier chopping inside instead and finding Longstaff. Very tireless work up in Newcastle in midfield. Almiron. Guimaraes. Up with Schär. Trippier. Longstaff. Can he find the right ball? It was a wicked delivery. Needed a touch that. Saint-Maximin keeps it alive. Smothered away. Guimaraes belts it over the top. High fives all round in the Manchester United defence. They've kept Newcastle at bay there, but every single Newcastle supporter applauding this.
Brilliant off the ball running from Longstaff. He can't do much more with that cross. It was delightful, and then the skill from Saint-Maximin. It's unplayable at times, that sort of skill. De Gea, brilliant once again from point blank range to make sure he's in the way of this opportunity for Saint-Maximin. Brilliant save from David De Gea with that left arm.
Wilson, surrounded by red shirts. Casemiro. Rashford, a quiet start for him in this game. He has won Manchester United a free kick.
He just got that fishing rod out, didn't he, Marcus Rashford there, and just reeled Guimaraes in. Just said, come on, I'm waiting. And here's a foul. Guimaraes just steps right across Marcus Rashford. He's too quick for him. It's the first real glimpse since right at the start of the game of Marcus Rashford.
16 goals in 18 games since the World Cup, the most by any player in Europe's top 5 leagues. Shaw, who bends it in, it's inviting, it's a brilliant header! Casemiro! Manchester United strike first in the Carabao Cup final.
Well, if there's one player that knows something about a big final, it's Casemiro. And what a header! the ball in from Shaw was quite scintillating. And Casemiro just had to glance it in. It's going to be extremely tight though, isn't it?
Well, it is being checked.
I mean, it's so hard to call, isn't it? To me, from that angle, certainly looks like Casemiro is just about onside.
Well, the check is complete and the goal stands. Round 2 of the celebrations now. Casemiro gives Manchester United the lead here at Wembley. Alan Shearer is here and understandably looking a little bit glum. Weghorst for Manchester United. Rashford to his right. Pushed into Marcus Rashford. The angle against him! But he's scored again! A first goal in a cup final for Marcus Rashford. He is on fire. Manchester United double their lead.
Weghorst does brilliantly when it finally reaches him. He just keeps the ball long enough just to wait for that run for Marcus Rashford, and once he's away, it's that first touch, that tiny touch that he takes with that right foot, but then Karius is just done by the deflection, isn't he? And I wonder if that might go down as an own goal, whether that was going in from Marcus Rashford.
That one out to Trippier, it's a good ball. Rashford tracking back, but he has conceded a corner.
They are going to need him to do that, Manchester United, because more and more Newcastle are going to look to get Trippier on the ball.
Trippier plays it short to Almiron. Trippier lifted in there, and it's a great chance as well, not taken. Dan Burn glances his header wide. What a huge chance that was.
And how important that could have been as well. Once again, what a cross from Trippier. And he just pulls away from Luke Shaw, Dan Burn, but he can't quite guide it into that far corner.
Patient build up this from Newcastle. And Dan Burn has lost out to Anthony. A little flick round the corner, and now Weghorst is away. Chased down by Fabian Schär. Rashford tearing forward through the middle. It's Weghorst! Wonderful save from Karius. And with that stop, Newcastle might still be in with a sniff.
They just look so dangerous, don't they, on the break. Weghorst waits for support and instead goes himself.
The half-time whistle goes and Manchester United have one hand on the Carabao Cup. Casemiro heading them in front. Marcus Rashford doubling the lead. Newcastle did have their moments. St Maximin denied. So too Dan Burn, who screwed a header wide. Weghorst could have made it 3 for Manchester United, but for a fine save from Loris Karius. But at half-time at Wembley, it is Manchester United 2, Newcastle United 0. And the second half is coming up next here on ITV1.
It's all to do for Newcastle in the second half. 2 goals down to Manchester United. Can they get back into it? Join us after the break to find out.
Welcome back to Wembley. Manchester United leading Newcastle by 2-0. A couple of changes at half-time. Alexander Isak has come on for Newcastle, replacing Sean Longstaff, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka is on for Diogo Dalot. And that second Manchester United goal has now gone down as a Sven Botman own goal. Newcastle with it all to do in this second half. Looking dangerous again, touched inside, Fred tried to pass it goalwards, but only succeeds in passing wide.
It's not a good sign for Newcastle. Marcus Rashford running in towards your goal. Unselfish play to find Fred on the edge of the box, and he'll be really disappointed that he didn't make a better effort of that.
As it's lofted into the Manchester United box. Trippier. Punched away by De Gea. Joe Linton letting fly. Now Wilson. Joe Linton again! And what a block from Martinez.
They just cannot get through that red wall, can they, at the moment? De Gea tries his best with the punch. Joe Linton keeps it alive. One block into the stomach. And then when it comes back, Martinez again in front of David De Gea.
Well, a lot of talk about where the future off the field for Manchester United might be heading. The Glazer family's 2-decade tenure may well be coming to an end following recent news of a potential sale. There's Fabian Schär for Newcastle. Show too much of that to Sabitzer, who looks to release Marcus Rashford. It's Rashford. Karius makes the save. Now Shaw. Still Luke Shaw. What a block that was from Botman. But Marcus Rashford, so close to getting on the score sheet. We thought he had it the first half. That was taken off him and denied by Karius in the second.
I mean, that is the risk Newcastle United are going to have to take, is leaving themselves exposed.
And Newcastle were 19th in the Premier League when he walked through the door at St James's. 5 points from safety. Led them to 11th last season, 14 points clear of relegation. What a job he has done. Trippier with the juggling act. Joe Linton. Burn. Willock. Out it goes to Trippier. Murphy. Lashes it in the general direction of the goal, but he's only found the fans behind it. Well, Newcastle have plenty of high-profile supporters. I recognise him on the right-hand side of the picture there, and on the left-hand side I recognise him as well, but they're usually closer together than that, aren't they? Well, the men in red are so close now to getting their hands on the trophy. And what would it mean to them as a club, Dean?
Well, I think it would be certainly a validation of what Ten Hag has brought to this club, which is a winning mentality. And it feels as if he's trying to bring this club back to greatness. And this could be that first vital step.
Casemiro booked for a foul on Joe Linton. Trippier's free kick. Cleared by Rashford. Murphy. Urged to shoot, he does let fly. Well, De Gea was motionless. It whistles past his left-hand post.
Well, after that first effort, you're almost thinking, well, don't. But it bends away from David De Gea's goal. No wonder he's sunk to his knees.
All the scarves, the one-off scarves that have been designed for this very occasion for Manchester United are being held aloft all around us here. The victory songs have now started. Newcastle have a free kick. There goes the free kick. Joe Linton's header towards the top corner. De Gea forced into a very smart save in the end. Instinctive stuff from Joe Linton, and it very nearly crept in.
Well, I thought for a second he was just trying to flick this towards a teammate at the back post who went all the way over the top of David De Gea, who had to make sure.
Black and white flags being waved in the air. It is some picture, this. And Manchester United have pinched it, and there could be a way to put the icing on the cake here. It's Fernandes, he's looking where the goalkeeper is, Sancho's in there, it's Fernandes, and Karius with a super save. But should Fernandes have picked out a teammate?
He should have just laid this across to Sancho. It was an easy break, it was an easy pass to find his teammate, but he wanted it all for himself. So he cut inside and he tried to find the top corner, but Karius, that is a brilliant save as well.
Well, they are ready to celebrate over in the dugout. Manchester United supporters swirling their scarves high above their heads. Make no mistake, they were desperate to win this. And again, it's boiling over right at the end. Trippier is in there as one of the peacemakers. Late cards dished out by David Coote. Martinez seeing yellow, so too Fabian Schär. Manchester United are winners again. 6 years after their last trophy success, Erik ten Hag has done the business for them here.